Lowe's Elementary was built back in the 1950s. One red flag a lot of the public sees is a leaky roof, but the principal says that's not the worst issue.
Well, if I simply had to repair anything in this building, I think the biggest thing that I noticed from day one was the heat in the hallway. Something has got to be done. I know we talk a lot about the heating and air at the high school, but the same thing applies at Lowe's Elementary. I mean, it is just blazing. The heat in the gym just filters out into the hallways, and it's unbearable. And in fact, if it's humid, floors get slick, and it's just not safe. So that would be probably my number one thing. Fix our heating and air as well. In the classrooms, every classroom has an AC unit. It's loud. It's difficult for kids to hear because the teacher's trying to talk above the noise of the AC unit, and that's not good either. So things definitely have to change there, and that would be where I would start.
Here at Graves County High School, Mr. Madding says the top priority is similar to Lowe's.
Number one for us is the HVAC system. It's the same system that was put in the building when the building was built. Over the years, we've had lots of issues with it. There may be some times that you remember seeing from last year where there would be trash cans sitting out in the hallways just being filled up with water. That's where we've had breakdowns in the HVAC system. And what you've seen there is just a piece of it. That there's miles of pipe that are in this building that are a part of that system that are in dire need of repair. The estimate for that is roughly $12 million to come in and replace that system, which is what it needs. It needs a replacement. Right now, we currently, as a district, don't have the bonding potential to be able to do that. So the tax increase would give us that bonding potential. So when the system does finally go down, we'd be able to come in and replace it. There are other things that we need here in our building. We do have some different areas where our roof leaks, and even different places where our basement leaks. Having the capacity to be able to fix those things would be huge for us, just to move on and be able to carry out our day-to-day routine.
Back at Lowe's, Mr. Mavigliano shared this analogy with us to sum up how his aging facility is held up to the same standards as even brand new buildings across the state.
If I had two pencils and I took one and I just snapped it in half, popped off the top of the eraser and gave it to you, and I kept the other pencil, which is brand new, we feel like that broken pencil right now. They're both pencils, but you're being asked to, hey, make it work. You're still held to the same accountability. You're still held, hey, you have to make it work. You've got to take that test with that broken pencil. And that's kind of how we feel at Lowe's. Everybody else has that brand new pencil, that brand new school. We're the ones with the busted pencil without the eraser and busted in half. And you know, these students deserve better.
For GCTV, I'm Katie Watson.
And I'm Megan Robinson.